On deck and closing us out is Sanjay Van Reddy. Come to the stage, give it up for No One.
Every time I try this, I'm like, oh, it's like 5 or 6 minutes. You know what you can do in 5 or 6 minutes? You got a cigarette. I'm just fucking with you, host. I think it every time. Every time I come on stage, I have a plan, and then every time I come on stage, I hear what you guys are talking about, and I want to reference it. I don't know if you guys ever been to Alcoholics Anonymous. I sure as fuck have. Might go today. But there's like a term in Alcoholics Anonymous called crosstalk. It's like if you're in Alcoholics Anonymous, and everyone kind of does what we're doing right now. They do a little spiel, and they say some shit like, you're not allowed to reference necessarily what they talk about. So like the guy or girl before you goes, well, I think part of my alcoholism is my father used to sodomize me. You're like, when it's your turn to talk, you can't necessarily be like, hey, I've been sodomized before, so like you gotta like, have a talk to him after, but I'm not gonna dwell on what a lot of people talk about. Cop left, bipolar diagnosis left, 19th time on stage, my 13th time. And part of the reason I keep track of that is because A, I fucking want to, B, the anxiety doesn't get less, does it? Does it? Yeah, it doesn't get fucking less. First time I tried it, January 5th this year. Only reason I was able to try it, I was up for 2 days, 49 hours. No drugs or alcohol involved. I'm 17 months sober on alcohol right now. About 3 months on ecstasy sober. Month and a half marijuana. A couple months LSD. This is half comedy. It's gonna get dark. I don't care if you laugh. You ever had something bad happen to you in life? And while it's happening, you're like, this is fucking terrible. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. And maybe you won't get through it. But let's say you do get through it, in hindsight, you're thinking, you might realize, like, it's good for you. Like, you learned a lot from it. Like, it made you a better person. Yeah, it fucking sucked. But like, maybe it helped in some way you couldn't have predicted when you got the bad news. I know you all know what I'm talking about. To that end, I got out of jail Tuesday night after 28 days. And I don't expect you to believe me, but I'll give you a little evidence. Part of the conditions of my release was to wear an ankle monitor. There's other conditions to the release that I won't even talk about because I will go fucking insane and rage. But why would I be jailed? Why the fuck is my name No One? It's not my name. Well, I have a name. I'm not going to tell you. And I got excited about this possible career. So I started posting shit on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, right? And I used my full name. And that's part of the reason I got jailed. And you're thinking, well, obviously that's not true. Why would anyone go to jail for doing stand-up comedy? I can't explain it. But I'm not going to give my fucking name. And if anyone's filming this, I'm sure you're not. And if you post on social media, as a risk. Because if the powers that be find out, I'm going to be jailed again, possibly. I'm recording it. I'm not going to post it until this legal matter is over. And it's probably never going to be over. 28 days in jail. I don't know if anyone in here has been to jail before. I hadn't. It can be fucking dark. Wasn't expecting. I was like 50-50 I was going to go to jail that day. It was like just a regular court hearing, and I was like, I don't know how it's going to go. Didn't go as a little darker than I expected. Cuff him. Oh shit! All right, great. And again, you haven't been to jail. It's a process. There's a thing called Suicide Watch. People made some. I was watching some stand-up comedy last night with my friends here, and they was talking about P. Diddy. And he's talking about P. Diddy's probably on suicide watch. Well, that's a fucking reason. Well, how do they decide if you're going to be fucking dead? I got so much to say. How do they decide who goes on suicide watch? Well, there's a bunch of factors. One, first time jail. They're like, oh, you're probably depressed. You fucking think. Another thing is they go through a questionnaire. I'm honest to a fault, so I start answering questions. You ever have dark thoughts? Yes, officer. I'm in jail. You ever harmed yourself? Sure, a little bit. I put cigarettes out on myself because fuck me. You ever had a member of your family attempt suicide? Yeah, I'm honest. Yeah, I did. I had a fucking sister who tried. Didn't succeed, thankfully. All this was kind of used against me because I found myself on suicide watch. And if I had more time than a fucking minute, I go into a lot of detail about what that involves. But I'm telling you, one day in jail feels like a fucking week. And 4.5 days on suicide watch, where you can't leave a 6x10 cell, where you're being watched outside by guards the whole time, who are high-fiving each other because they're getting fucking overtime. So they're happy you're on suicide watch. You're not allowed to call family. I'm sure I'm out of time. I got more to say. I'm going to say this with love. Go fuck yourselves. Thank you very much.
Give it up, everybody.